Hello, this is math lesson 2-8 for Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. As the video goes along, you may pause it at any time to answer any questions that your student might have or to answer any questions that the video might have. All right, let's get started.
Think addition to help you subtract. What does the model show? It shows that 9 is the whole and 5 is one part. Now look at this subtraction fact. How does the model show the subtraction? The picture shows the whole and one part. The 5 is the part being subtracted. To find the answer, you need to find the missing part. Look at this addition fact. How can addition help solve subtraction? Addition and subtraction are opposites. The missing number in the addition fact is the same as the answer in the subtraction fact. Why can you use this addition fact to find 9 minus 5? You know from the subtraction fact that one part of 9 is 5. You also know that the whole is 9. What can you add to 5 to make 9? You can add 4 to 5 to make 9. 4 is the missing part. How do you know that 4 is the missing part? 5 plus 4 makes 9. If you know 5 plus 4 equals 9, what other addition fact do you know? You know 4 plus 5 equals 9. Think of the addition fact to solve the subtraction fact. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So 9 minus 5 equals 4. Why would you want to think addition to solve subtraction? One reason is it can help you find the answer if you forget a subtraction fact. You have learned how to use an addition fact to solve a subtraction fact.
Okay, so lesson 2-8 is actually a continuation of lesson 2-7 where you are using addition to help you subtract. So that's what you're going to be doing today in your workbook. So you need to get out your workbook volume 1 and you need to turn to page 121. And you'll need a pencil. You could probably get your crayons out, and if you have counters, you can grab your counters too. Okay, if you were on page 121, it should look like this. It should have a 1, 2, 1 at the bottom for 121. Okay, here are the directions for today. It says, how can you use an addition fact to find the answer to 8 minus 5 equals blank? Use counters to help you solve the problem. Okay, if you don't want to use your counters, you can use your crayons, but you only get to do this problem one time if you had planned on practicing more on here. It's really up to you. All right, so 8 minus 5 is the subtraction equation we're trying to figure out. Now, we could fill in our part-whole chart here just from the subtraction equation that they gave us, okay? So you want to figure out which number, 8 or 5, which one do you think would be the whole that would go in the whole box? And if you thought about it, the whole is usually the biggest number. So out of 8 and 5, which one is the biggest? 8 is the biggest. So 8 is your whole. Now 5 would be one of the parts. Okay, so you could take your counters or your crayons, and we need to put 5 on either side. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to put 5 red counters on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, our job is we need to figure out what the next part is on this side. So 5 plus something equals 8, and 8 minus 5 equals something. So we know the subtraction equation already because they gave it to us at the top. So let's just fill this in. 8 minus 5 equals blank. Okay, so an easy way to figure out what the part is missing is you can think addition first. So we know one part, so we can put one of those, that one part in for our first add-in. We don't know the second add-in because this is blank, but we do know what the whole is, so that would be our sum, which would go in that blank. All right, so think to yourself, if I have 5 counters, how many more counters do I need to get to 8? And if you are thinking hard in your brain, you know that this is 5. So we'll start adding more counters until we get to 8. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is the missing part? The missing part is 3. So if you have 8 as a whole and you subtract 5 away, you are left with 3. Now, a reminder from the other day, when you have 2 equations down here like this, and they have 3 of the same numbers, you see how there's a 5 here and a 5 here, a 3 here and a 3 here, an 8 here and an 8 here. Those are called related facts. They're related because they have 3 numbers that are the same. Now, they're in different orders, and they use a different sign, but because they have 3 numbers that are the same, they're called related facts. So please remember that. That'll be important for lessons to come. Okay, if you are done with that page, turn to the next page, page 122. If you look at the top, there's the guy from the video, just talking about how to solve the missing part in our part-whole charts. So he found out that the whole was 9, one part was 5, and then the missing part ended up being 4, because 5 plus 4 equals 9. So 9 minus 5 equals 4. Okay, take your pencil, and let's read the directions for numbers 1 and 2. They say, think addition to help you subtract, write the missing part. Okay, so number 1 they did for us. 9 was the whole, 7 is one of the parts. So we have to figure out what 9 minus 7 equals. Now, if you think hard and you start at 7, how many more do you need to get to 9? And the book found out that it was 2. So 7 plus 2 equals 9. So 9 minus 7 equals 2. Okay, let's move on to number 2. All right, the whole is 10, so that's what our goal, that's what we're trying to get to. They give us one part is 6, and we have to figure out this part, okay? So 10 minus 6 equals something. All right, so 6 plus what equals 10? Now there's many ways you could do this. You can use your brain, You can use your fingers, which you need to try to get away from using your fingers, but if you would like to use them now, you can. Put up 6 fingers, see how many more you need to get to 10. What I'd like you to do, if you don't use your fingers, I would like you to use your number line or number grid. So you'll start on 6, find 6, put your finger on it, and then you'll find 10, and you need to see how many hops it takes to get from 6 to 10, and that would be the missing part. So if you started on 6 and you were trying to find out how many hops it takes to get to 10, you would find out that you would start on 6 and you would take 1, 2, 3, 4 hops, and you should land on 10. So the missing part would be 4. 6 plus 4 equals 10. So 10 minus 6 equals 4. Okay? So that is how you do those. All right, look at the next page, please. All right, I want you to do numbers 3, 4, 5, and I want you to try 6, but you may need some help from a parent or an older sibling to do number 6 to help you read through it and then get your related facts written down there. Okay, so definitely do 3, 4, and 5. It's good practice for you. If you would like extra practice once you are done with that page, you can do the next page, 124, story problems. You can also do 125 with the cubes. And you could also do page 126. Okay, more story problems. All right, and after you get done with your work, you need to do your quick check, 2-8, on the Savas website. Please make sure you do those. It's not good to fall behind, so make sure you finish those, please. And that is it for today.